notice that the DTI has created what we call negosyo centers. Based on the figure at the end of the year, there are already 411 negosyo centers all over the Philippines. So next time uuwi kayo, if you need information doing business, puntahan nyo yung negosyo center sa probinsya ninyo because they are really geared to have all the information you need tungkol sa opportunities, sa pautang, and I think for several of them, meron silang OFW day. No? So I encourage you to tap all of them. Now, what are the things that kailangan natin para sa pagnegosyo at saka matulungan ng negosyo? Ito yung sinabi ni Secretary Mon Lopez na kailangan natin. First is yung mindset. No? This is a mindset that we can be better. No? Alam natin lahat, tayo mga Filipinos, as the ambassador has mentioned, wherever we are appreciated for what we can do. No? Ako, ang personal experience ko, yung Minister of Trade dito, si Minister Lim Ongkian. Every time we talk about Filipinos, he would say, they are very smart people. No? And if you know, Minister Lim is an engineer. No? So I think he has maybe interactions niya, yung mga companies na nag-feedback sa kanya, they really appreciate our presence and our important role in the companies here. Although we know, may mga issues sila dito, kaya hindi nila pwedeng kumuha pa na mas marami na Pilipino. But I think they really appreciate us and they know the role that we can play. Pangalawa, yung mindset na, you know, sa atin, we usually ask, ano tayo paglaki natin? In many instances, we say na magtatrabaho ako. But there's another mindset that maybe we can think about, no? Paglaki ko, magninegosyo ako. No? That's a different mindset, no? That we can be, as the theme says today, we can be our own bosses. No? Pero that's a process that we have to go through. Kaya the next M is mastery. Kung anong gusto natin gawin, kailangan mag-aral tayo, kaya mag-attend tayo ng seminar, no? We try to gain experience. What will help us also along the way is yung tinatawag na mentoring. No? Kasama ng PLDT, kasi very active sila yung mga negosyo seminars in the Philippines, kasama ng Philippine Franchise Association, at iba pang mga mentors sa Pilipinas. Through nung dating Go Negosyo, ngayon sa negosyo centers, there are mentors that you can tap. No? In fact, yung meeting ni Secretary Mon Lopez dito, sinabi niya dun sa mga grupo na kailangan natin ng maraming mentors. No? So, and I think even the banks are thinking that they will provide mentors to the different negosyo centers all over the Philippines. Kung kayo, kailangan nyo ng mentor dito sa Singapore, no? Feel free to let me know kung I will share with you my experiences. Kung hindi man ako, maghahanap tayo ng people who can mentor you. No? There are a lot of resources we can tap, just let us know. Next, yung money. No? Pag nag-start ng negosyo, pag ninegosyo, kailangan yung money, no? Capital. No? In the Philippines now, you may have noticed na compared to a decade ago when the interest rates were double digits, ngayon nasa between 5 to 7. No? In fact, even yung mga pautang sa bahay, pautang sa kotse, medyo comfortable. I mean, we feel na kaya na natin. No? But still, for small businessmen, ang kalaban natin yung 5-6. Diba? So there is now a program of government na the intention is really to offer something that will be better than 5-6. No? Abangan niyo na lang kasi naglaan na ng, I think, initially 1 billion pesos and DTI is going to channel that through the existing financial institutions para matulungan yung mga, lalo na yung mga maliliit natin na mga entrepreneurs. No? Next, yung machine. No? Nowadays, we know how important technology is. So kami sa DTI, we have in many areas in the Philippines what we call shared service facilities. So for example, sa isang lugar, food processing sila, merong common facilities for freezing, for processing food, tapos mga cold storage, kung kailangan nila ng equipment for packaging, meron din yan. So my suggestion, next time you go home, kung may project kayo, tingnan nyo kung merong shared service facility in your area kasi pwede niyong gamitin yun, no? Pag nag-experiment kayo dun sa produkto ninyo, or you want to try new products, and if you want to avail of services to help your business. Next, yung markets, no? Kasi kung may produkto ka nga, kung hindi mo nga mabenta, wala kang negosyo. So one of the initiatives of DTI is to select yung qualified SMEs and to bring them to the malls, no? So kinakausap yung SM, yung Robinsons na bigyan ng space yung mga small businesses na otherwise would not have the opportunity to bring their products to market. So kung napili yung produkto mo, no, nandun ka sa mall, that's a big opportunity. Pag na-discover ka ng isang malaking buyer, and that will be maybe the start of your success sa business. So, isang example lang yan. At the same time, yung mga ready na mag-export, tinutulungan din natin. So kami, yung beyond the local market, we are looking at companies that we can also help go overseas. No? Lastly, ang gusto ni Secretary Mon, that pagpunta ninyo sa negosyo centers, meron na mga pro forma business plans, no? Business ideas na pwede ninyong kunin from the shelf to give you an idea kung paano mag-umpisa. We will have today mga taga-Philippine Franchise Association. And I think the franchise model is one of the safest and better models na pwede natin pick upin kasi proven na yung business model na yan. No? So take advantage of the presence of many of the franchise companies who are here today. So yun ang 7M. No? Now, our message today is that for you really to think of starting your own business. And as PLDT wants, as a team today, it can be an opportunity for you to become your own boss. Ano ang opportunity sa atin? Now, I like this picture, no? Ang daming taong, bata, no? Because really the story in the Philippines is that there's a large market of people with increasing incomes. No? I'm sure nakikita niyo yan sa pamilya ninyo, sa mga kamag-anak ninyo. And I will provide a lot of information to support that. First, increasing income. Dahil lumalago yung economy natin. If you look at this chart, yung sa right side, you look at the trend from 1983 all the way to 2015. Paakyat, no? So, we are really in the upward trend. And then if you look at what happened nung third quarter last year, 7.1% ang growth natin, which I think is the highest in ASEAN. And I think even better than China during that time. No? Tapos titingnan natin, ano bang gumagalaw, no? Household, of course, continue to grow by 7%. Dito sa Singapore, maka 1.5 sila, masaya na sila. No? But sa atin, pag 1.5, parang wala lang yun. But we are hitting already between 6 to 7. Government, at that time, 3% lang. But government is going to spend a lot on infrastructure. So when that happens, there will be a lot of work sa construction and so on. In fact, may nabasa akong report na yung construction industry sa Pilipinas ngayon, nadidelay na yung mga projects. Alam niyo kung bakit? Sa dami ng project, utang na sila sa tao. No? Sa dami ng project. No? So, that's a big opportunity. Next, yung capital formation. Ito yung mga companies na bumibili ng equipment, gumagawa ng factory, nag-build ng mga opisina. So you can see 20% growth. So ibig sabihin, there's so much capacity being built in the Philippines. And that probably means that there will be more work coming. No? And then exports, as we know, is growing 8%, pero dito sa Singapore, masaya na sila pag nag-grow by a few percent because their major market is actually down. Imports, 14.2%. Ibig sabihin, ang daming equipment, raw materials na pumapasok sa Pilipinas. The last report for November, imports grew by 20%. And I'm sure by December, even the imports would have been much, much higher. As you know, Christmas is a peak season. No? Sa industry naman, it used to be na services ang nag-grow. But we noticed that the industry is already growing by 8%. But for the first time last year, even agriculture is growing. We know that many of our kababayans depend on agriculture. Many sa rural areas. So pag gumalaw ng agriculture, ibig sabihin may pera na rin sa probinsya. No, so that means even the opportunities of the cities are now spilling to the countryside. No? Now, when agriculture moves, no, and definitely it will move because we have to feed 100 million people na may kaya nang bumili, no, ng better food, that will continue to fuel further growth of the economy. And so because of the positive experience in the Philippines, ito yung mga ratings ng Pilipinas internationally. No? So if you notice again, the trend is up. No? Because of this, that is why napapansin na tayo ng mga investors overseas. No? And I will have slides to show, to support that. No? And the story of the growth of the Philippines, hindi lang Metro Manila. No? In the previous presentations, my figure was 2014. I got the one for 2015. Ang pinaka-bilis na growth ng 2015 was Bicol, 8.4%, and then Western Visayas, Davao, 7.9%, Zamboanga Peninsula, 7.2%, and then NCR, 6.6%. So I'm sure for us who go to the province, mapapansin natin, there's a lot of things going on. Ngayon, with the focus on Mindanao, even the Prime Minister of Japan went to Davao. No? Last year, yung mga